we got like nearly an hour into this stream and not spoken, by the way, about how Tottenham Hotspur have been?
Yeah, we got to win. There's nothing to talk about. We got to win. 3 points. Come on, people. We've the taste of victory is sweet. Especially when absence makes the heart grow fonder, and the taste of victory.
Come on, Tim. It was
lovely.
It was a painful second half to watch.
Away from home. Come on. 3 points in a European game, never easy. We had 5 teenagers on the pitch by the end of the game, and we got over the line. That is what it's all about: grit and determination. At the end of the day, did I win with a pair of 5s? Come on.
What about the game at the weekend, though, Sim?
Yeah,
what game at the weekend?
It feels slightly.
Was it an Everton game or something? Was it?
Was there a game of the weekend? I don't remember. Look, Ange, that game was completely on Ange. I would completely accept that. I think he went to a back three, it backfired. I think it was a stupid idea, to be honest, because he's admitted that Tottenham at the moment aren't spending too much time on the training ground, because literally they're just spending time recovering at the moment.
Did he say how long that's been happening for, Sim?
What?
Did he say how long you've not been training for? Because it could be a while, mate.
Yeah, I mean, probably like 2 months, I would say. But we literally, because we've got so few players, we've literally got 11 or 12 fit players at the moment. They've just been spending the time recovering, and they don't really have time to do tactical setups and all these different things.
Oh, hang on. Chris has gone all in here.
I've had to.
Chris has gone all in.
Got to, haven't you?
Is Emery going to bottle it? Is he going to be Spursy? Oh, he's not in! Oh, he's got 7. Oh!
Oh!
What's the last one going to be? What's it going to be?
Imagine
it's an ace.
Don't be an ace or a jack. Get in.
Hey, bye, Emery.
Henry's gone.
Well, I ain't bottom anymore, which is nice. You're right down the bottom, Henry, I'd say.
What's happened there? Oh, here we go.
There we go. Right. There we go.
You can probably explain to us now whether you are Ange in or Ange out then, Henry.
Oh, silly question. Yeah, I'm still Ange out, but I will, you've got to give credit for winning away in Europe, albeit it was against a poor side. But like Sim said, injuries are depleting us. In terms of the Leicester game, if we give them 20 attempts, Jamie Vardy will at least score 3 of them. We can't. I understand that I understand it's a massive game last night for us in terms of our European qualification hopes to get through to the next round. But it was like the players were just reserving energy at that point. As soon as we got that second goal, it was like, right, that is it. Just see the game out now, which is okay. But
waiting on a straight as well. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, no, both on a straight with the same card. That's brilliant. Sorry.
When I look at the Leicester game, they're fighting for their lives, and if for whatever reason we don't win that game, after the Elfsborg game, our run of fixtures is horrible. Brentford away, Villa away, and Liverpool away, back to back to back. And at the moment, we're trying to sign Brian Bobby from Ajax, who's got 1 goal in 18 games. We might as well go and get Calvert-Lewin.
Is he a striker?
Yeah, we don't
buy strikers from the Dutch league.
Scoring goals is not our weakness. We need to keep them out and actually get a bit of stability in the midfield. I don't understand why Kulusevski played another 90 minutes.
Well played.
90 minutes in a row.
Well played, Sim.
What were his other options? Is Johnson on the bench?
No, but someone like Son, for instance, could have played a 90, because Kulu for me is the most important part of our team. He's the one this season who's been the shining light, putting in 7, 8 out of 10 performances every single week. If he gets an injury, I lose hope right now of us actually turning this around. He's the one I look at and just think that when he's on it, there's a chance we can actually do something. Like, for instance, Lancashire should have come on earlier. Pedro Porro and Kula are being run into the ground because we don't have decent cover. Archie Gray now in his professional career.
Teenagers.
Sorry?
We ended the game with 5 teenagers.
I know.
That's the state of our squad at the
and
moment.
That's when you got to look at the board and go, what are Daniel Levy and Enid keep coming out saying they're behind Ange, he's the guy, they're going to back him. Then prove it and go and actually fucking buy some players. Because what we're doing at the moment is ridiculous.
I agree. It's a disgrace. This window has been a disgrace. We've known since the beginning of December that this injury crisis wasn't going to let up probably until the beginning of March time, and we haven't started basically looking at players or signing players. We should have done this right at the beginning of the window. We shouldn't be waiting to the end because let's be honest, if we only wait to the end of the window, the damage could already be done for our season. We could be out of all the cups. We could literally be mired in a relegation battle if we don't get any players through the door. And they knew this from the beginning of December. And that is, I think, a disgrace on the board and the club's part, because this isn't something that's crept up on them. This is something that we knew was going to happen. That we knew that was the situation, and we've allowed it.
Sim, do you not think? Sorry to cut you off. Do you not think the amount of injuries we are getting is a little bit? Something's clearly going wrong with our medical department. Like,
well,
I said this last week, and when you throw in the extra injuries we've got now, Solanke being out for longer than we thought, we've had more injuries since the start of last season than any team in the Premier League. And the injury when they're first actually getting quote unquote injured, when the news finally comes out, they're out for stupid time. Romero should have been back at the beginning of the month. There now reports coming out that he's not back till mid-February. Van der Ven's in training, won't be fit until mid-February. But when Alistair Gold first dropped the news, it was only supposed to be a couple of weeks. What the fuck are our medical team doing? Like, what is going on there?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think the big problem with our season with injuries is that players are getting re-injured. So Romero, Van der Ven, Odebear, Ben Davis, who else came back? There's, I think, another one as well. About 5 of our players have come back from injury. Richarlison, that was it. So 5 of our players have got injured, been out for like a few weeks, come back, and then within one game, got immediately re-injured. And for me, I think that has to be down to the medical team. How the medical team allowing these players to come back onto the pitch and calling them fit, and then within one game then getting injured again and getting injured for long periods. And that's why Tottenham have restructured the medical team in the last few weeks. They've got a new head of medical. They've got a new conditioning head of conditioning as well. They've decided that's who they've held accountability for, and they've decided that that's going to be the decision they've taken. And I think that's the right decision, because when you've got players coming back from injury and they're immediately going down, that means you haven't done the right things when, in my opinion, when you're kind of preparing them for a return or when you're getting them to recover from injury. And for me, that has to be on the medical team. They have to take responsibility for that. And I know Conte, I know Mourinho, they all complained about the medical team. They were all had big they had all big reservations about the medical team. I think that's well documented, and I think they have to take responsibility for this for the shit show that we're in. And
Sim, do you think we'll beat Leicester?
Do I think we'll beat Leicester?
Because bearing in mind, it's going to be the same team that played last night. We'll then have to play another full 90 against Leicester.
I think we'll scrape it. I think Leicester, I know we're awful, but they've lost 7 in a row and they're getting battered every week. So I've just got a feeling it'll be like a 2-1. We'll just about scrape over the line. But that's the situation we're in. We've got to take any point we can. We just can't get dragged into any sort of talk about relegation or anything like that. We have to just avoid that situation at all costs. So I think we will just about get the win over the line on...
Do any of you, like, open it up to the panel? Do you guys think we can beat Leicester?
Yeah. Leicester are worse than you. Come on now.
Do you not think they'll be coming in? I think we'll get past, like Sim said, scrape past, but do you not think they'll be coming to our ground with their towels up thinking, hang on, this lot are on their knees. They've got their injury crisis.
Yeah, but they're on their knees.
Yeah, exactly. But it gives them hope, thinking we can get something here.
I know. I can
see a draw. I can see
Leicester will be licking their lips,
struggling right now, and you probably take a draw. It's going to be probably not as sort of high tempo a game as we're used to, if only because they have played so recently. But yeah, I can see a world in which Leicester do win. I think Tottenham are really in the mud. It's not mud, it's quicksand, and they're struggling right now. There's a hand poking out the top. But
if we lose to Leicester.
Well, you said that last time. You said that, when we were doing this stream 2 weeks ago, you said if we lose to Everton, the proverbial is going to hit the fan, and I'm done.
But Hugh, the scoreline doesn't look bad in hindsight. Losing 3-2, that's us to a T. We've been battered against Galatasaray, but only lost 3-2. We were outplayed by Chelsea, but only lost by 1 goal. And I think a lot of these scorelines, if it was a 3-0, the media be gunning on Ange right now. But I don't see any heat at all. I don't see anyone right now.
I find it
Everyone's
amazing.
here. What do you mean no heat? You're every night streaming.
Yeah,
saying,
only
"And
it's. Yeah, I'm not.
sack him
I seem
tonight."
to
What
be.
do you mean
I'm
no
not.
heat?
I'm not out here trying to be, the one to say I told you so. But
Are
there,
you going to say I told you so?
I probably will. Yeah, but I don't see a lot of rival fans at the moment saying, "Why is this guy still in a job?"
Oh,
I'm going to be blunt.
Don't see that.
But that's
No, I don't. Honestly,
You
Joe, I
don't
don't
see
see
that.
that.
Everyone's
Henry.
wondering.
I'm going to be blunt with you though, bruv. It's
Don't say it's because we're Tottenham.
no, but it is partly. It's
It is,
because
Yeah, but
it-
come on,
no, but
And you know what it is as well? It's gone past the sort of the banter thing, and it's now pity. And when it's pity, you don't want to take the mick. Do you know what I mean? That's where we're at. This is sad to see. When I watch him doing press conferences or interviews post match, it's like I hope he's okay, because the body language that he's giving off it's not confident. It doesn't fill me with hope for you, that's for sure.
I think most managers are like that when they lose games, and I think
No,
the
they're
situation
not.
where they are. I think the
Whisper and
situation we're
stare
in.
at the floor.
He does that when we win. He does that when we win. It's not about
He
just.
does it. No, he doesn't.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
He's,
He does.
If you go, it's a lie, right?
It's
If you
not
go
a
back,
lie.
if you go back and look at his body language on that 10-game winning streak, his shoulders were back and up, his head was there. Good eye, mate. Now he's staring at his shoes. That's not lie. Oh, hang on, Chris has gone all in here. Has Sim got the ball back?
I think I do.
Oh, here we go. Right, what we gonna see?
Oh, pause. Come on,
Right,
give
let's
me
see
an
what the
ace
flop
of-
there is.
Oh
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
Come on now.
What's his last card? Be a 4. Oh wow. Hang on a
Get
minute.
in.
Hey, Sim's out.
I'm not
Oh,
out. I'm
Sim's
not out.
gone.
I'm not out.
Oh no.
No, I'm
Sorry.
not out.
No, he had less than you.
Yeah.
He had
Chris
less
was
than you,
insane,
but
but now
Chris is
Chris
now
is top
taking
again.
over.
Oh, that was a big one.
Oh,
That was a
That's
big
what
one,
she
Chris.
said.
Hey.
No, but I think in the situation that we're in, of course, he understands that it's going to be a massive struggle until we start getting players back to start winning games, and he understands the situation. That's probably why he's a bit dejected at the moment, and he's probably frustrated that we haven't got any new signings, and he's frustrated with the situation. But I think you've seen his his demeanor in recent weeks. I'm saying maybe not at the start. I think you're right, but in recent weeks, even when we win. One sec. I am gonna...
Mate, these blinds are getting high now. I needed to win that last one.
Oh, he's gone in.
Oh, hello.
Go on, Terry. Come on. Come to join the party, Terry.
Let's go in.
No
Let's
way.
go in.
Let you two battle that one out.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, it's the same one.
Thing.
Oh!
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
Give me a
Nothing.
5.
You've
Give me a-
won.
Oh.
It doesn't matter it's a 5 because I got them 3 kings, baby.
Wow.
Love it, mate. Love it.
Wow.
That's
See
Man
you
United,
later,
Tottenham
Sim.
right there. That's the
That's
heritage. That's the real heritage
Wow.
right there.
That was a tasty couple of hands there. What a
Honestly,
blunder.
I went from
know.
top to out in 2 hands. Oh,
Yeah, man.
that's Spursy for you.
That is
proper top.
Spursy. That is
Proper
very,
Spurs.
very Spursy.
But I think Ange, I think he generally does believe that once we can get these players back, we can start to turn things around. But I think most managers with this kind of strain on their squad, it's going to take its toll, especially when it's been happening for 2 months. It's not like it's been happening for a few games. This situation hasn't let up. And even this week, we've lost another 2 players. We lost Sarr, we lost Basuma. It's continuously happening. And I genuinely believe that when we're in full flight and we're at our best, and not even at our best, we have players to choose from. We can be a very hard team to play against, and we can blow teams away, and we can potentially do something in the cups. But at this point, after the Everton game, I did start to question: is he going to make it there? Is he going to even make it to when we start getting our players back? Because at the moment, that seems too far away for him, and he's going to keep losing games week in, week out. And we are getting perilously close to that relegation zone, and we can't be dragged out into a relegation battle. So I understand that. I do, which is why it was important yesterday we got a win, and we have to win on Sunday just to stop that kind of talk from happening and allow him just to get to that stage where we get the players back. But at the moment, it's like the problem what I see is if I'm being giving a poker analogy, like he's so aggressive with the way he plays. It's like he's got a 7-2 in his hand and he's going all in every hand, and he's kind of like and obviously he's losing, but he just needs some pocket aces. He needs an ace king he needs that strong hand that he can use. But at the moment he's got a bad hand, but he's playing it horribly as well, and I acknowledge that.
Do you not think? Even if we beat Leicester with the fixtures we've got coming up, and the amount of injuries we've got, I don't see how he survives.
Because we've got Romero van der Ven coming back next week. You know,
yeah, but they were supposed to be back bloody earlier this month.
I know, but
and you know what will happen is
Romero's back in training. Romero's back in training.
Yeah, I know he's back. We'll end up rushing him back, and then he'll get injured again.
Hugh, can I ask you a question? Just like listening to the Spurs fans. It's quite beautiful, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Let me just read to you guys after the Elton game. Let me read you our next 10 games: Brentford away, Liverpool away, Villa away, Man United at home, Ipswich away, City at home, Bournemouth at home, Fulham away, Chelsea away.
Just reading our fixtures. It's not...
No, but that run of games,
you're losing 50% of those games.
More than that.
Yeah.
We're not going to go to Brentford the way we're playing and win
50% of those games.
You think we'll win more than 50%?
If we have players, yeah.
If we have players.
Wait a minute.
We don't have any players.
Sim, though. Since November 2023, with and without players, your win percentage has been 31%. So what makes you think you're going to start winning?
There's context to that, though, Terry. There is
no, not over 18 and a half fucking months.
There is.
Not over 18 and a half, over a year, sorry. 18 months, well over a year. There's no context.
There is context to that. Because, last season, you're talking about last season, we obviously had that first 10 games, right? And we obviously were pretty good, and everyone says that was a fluke, whatever. We then had a bit of an injury crisis, but after that, but in one game we lost Romero, Van der Ven, Doggy, and Maddison to suspension and injuries. We then lost 4 games in a row. But then for the next 16 games, we actually won 10 and drew 3. So we actually had top 4 form for about 16 games during that period. Everyone says after the first 10 games we were rubbish. It's not true. We actually had top 4 form for a sustained period. What happened was in the last 6 games of the season, we ended up losing 5 of them because we played the top 5. And obviously it's not an excuse to lose all of them, but that's, there's games we didn't really expect to win. And then this season, I think we were doing okay up until the injury crisis. We were 6th. We were 4 points off second. So we're doing pretty well. Like I'm not saying it was amazing, but it wasn't. Has it ended now?
What a break!